Greetings, INDIGO EARTH. This is Bhhagya Shalini, and we're going to have a small discussion on consciousness. And when we are going to talk about consciousness, first it is good to understand what consciousness is. Consciousness is experiencing all that is in one of the particular awareness. The awareness can be in ignorance or unawareness. That is where we are undergoing amnesia, which we are in kalyuga, because the wheel of ignorance is so tense that we really are unable to observe that we have fragmented ourselves, and all the suffering and illness and pain which we are feeling is due to this fragmentation. The ego self is a collective man-made consciousness. It is the consciousness which is taking us further and further away from the Almighty. It is fragmenting us from unity consciousness. It is creating a barrier between our mind and body too, and that also hurts, and that is the biggest suffering we have, and that is the root cause of all illness. When we are experiencing this collective man-made consciousness of the ego self, or the kalyuga, it is actually experiencing fragmentations, because we are experiencing ourselves as somebody's child, parent, teacher, employee, employer, and all other role plays. And when we are in these role plays, we are somewhere forgetting that we are here as the knowledge bank and as someone who is experiencing the bridging of all consciousness. The angels and demons also are looking to get or to be born as humans, because this is a very prestigious point or turning point in all levels of consciousness, or all experiences we are having of the manifested and the unmanifested form. When we are experiencing the human consciousness, we are in choice. We have a free will which lets us decide that whether we are going to go with this collective consciousness of worldly pleasures, illusions and attractions being our truth, or our soul self that is in oneness or unity consciousness with all that is. And this is the only step we have to take whenever we are moving in on any action, or we're taking any action. We have to, at that moment, just put our faith, invest ourselves either as the ego self or as unity consciousness. That is the soul self. When we're traversing this path of being the soul self, we're letting go of all suffering, pain. We are experiencing pain and suffering, but it is only because we're letting go of it. We're coming to understand that this is the pain, this is the illness, this is the suffering which is no longer working for us. It is the collective consciousness suffering. It is what is fragmenting us, and we can surrender it to the universe. The Almighty Universe is benevolent. It is accepting everything we are surrendering, and it is also blessing us with everything we are asking for. But being in the collective man-made ego self-consciousness, we are only expecting material gains, and thus creating more and more fragmentation. This is a point of no return. Kalyuga is going, it's almost gone, it's just we are transcending. So it is a grace period which we are enjoying, where we are on a fast track where we can surrender all our collective ego consciousness. Surrender is our passport for moving into a higher consciousness, the Satyuga or the Golden Age, and gratitude is our flight. We all have to understand that at this moment, when we are on a fast track passage, let us all take the opportunity and move into a higher consciousness, be the higher self, live a holistic wellness life. It is not difficult. It is a little painful or a little tough, because we are letting go of all that pain. And whenever we are letting go of a pain body, it is first we are experiencing the pain, then forgiving ourselves and letting go of it. So it is temporary, but being in the collective consciousness of man, that is man-made, or the ego self-consciousness, we are experiencing that pain over and over again, because we're not healing. And Indigo Earth is healing. The new Earth is full of healing energy, because we all are transcending into a higher self. And if we really are not letting go of all this, we are going to experience a lot of things that are going to take us away from this collective consciousness. Or if we choose to be with this collective conscious, man-made consciousness, we will have to move into newer grounds. Thank you so much.